In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made a birthday card for a boy who likes dinosaurs. Today's challenge, and it is a challenge. What am I making? Okay, these are my cutouts, and then these are the tiny little pieces that I got from all of that. What are we going to make? We're going to make dinosaurs. These are not easy to do. I cut out my main dinosaurs, the main colors, and I used some of my scraps to cut out the extra parts like the stripes and the underbelly. And I'm going to save these pieces because once you have them all punched out, it's almost impossible to identify what they are. Here is the die cut, and I keep it all together, so I try to cut out the parts, but I'm going to need that to help me understand. Now, I have done one set. I have them completed, and I will always keep one done so that I can try to figure out the rest. Hopefully, if you ever buy this die with these teensy tiny, look at these little pieces. I got to figure out what everything is. Hopefully this video will help you if you ever decide to buy this die. It does create some really cool images, and hopefully you can learn something. All right, let's do this by process of elimination. Here's an underbelly. I think he would look good on the orange. This is that part there. Of course, everything's opposite. Yellow would look good on purple. What is this part? Okay, that's underneath him, so that would be this here. The big pieces are easy to do, but okay, that's probably just the top of the head. I'll toss that. I don't need that. And that's the same thing as that, but I probably don't need it. And that's a half of it, so I'll throw that. Or do I want red? I can decide. I was sort of uncertain what colors I wanted. I was kind of thinking red might work on the blue dinosaur. Yeah, I think I like the red better. Okay, that's the same piece as these. I don't need that. I'll put that aside. We might use it on another dinosaur, and that's a piece of one, so I'll toss that. And this is also a piece of that, so I'll toss that. Working on process of elimination. This is the same as that, so we'll put that there. This is the underbelly. Okay, we need this underbelly. Those are the main parts, all right. The tail. The tail. And this would be the tail of that set. Piece of something, so we'll toss that. Get down to the nitty-gritty little tiny pieces. Okay, we got the tail, all right. Tail. That's just an extra white piece. All right, we got the tiny. I'm gonna go ahead and glue these pieces on before I tackle any more. I'll show you my gluing process. I'm using a glue stick because it just seems like it would be easier. All right, Cat, do you have to get in here? You might swish and throw all of these things on the floor. Please don't swish your tail over here, because I will have a hard time retrieving all of these little pieces from the floor if you swish. Let's do the baby. So this little piece right here, is that? No, I'm actually not sure. That looks more like a stripe. I found that using a pinhead was my best tool for moving and transferring the tiny pieces. Hey, there's an eye. I can put that on. There's another eye. Let's see. No, please don't come over here, Cat. I think that's one of them. All right, we need to find a yellow one of that shape. Did I not cut it out? I'm not seeing it. Got a cat here. And there's that little tiny piece and that little tiny piece we've got to find. Oh yeah, the little eye. The little eye. This is hard. It's a red eye. We don't need a red eye. We don't need an orange eye. Here's white. Here's that piece in white. But I really need it in the yellow. I think I want it in yellow. Oh, here's a yellow eye. We don't need that. Right there, looks like a small eye. All right, I'm gonna get these eyes glued on. I have that tail, but I can't seem to find this one. I may have to recut. That's why I saved my pieces, so that if I missed a piece, I could cut it out. These are all toes. I think that is junk and that is junk. Because it's only a piece of something, so we'll toss those. I'm putting all the odd eyeballs over there. That way, process of elimination. As we try to identify these there's teeth in here. And they're tiny. Here's another red eyeball. We don't need that. Here's a purple eyeball. We don't need that. All right, for this little guy, oh, there's a red eye. I can't seem to find the yellow that I wanted, but I do have orange, and orange would look fine on him. So I think I'm going to use orange because that's what I have. Trying to prevent the cat from messing things up. Put this on a contrasting background to make it a little bit easier to see. I'm trying to place these where I think they fit, making sure that I've got them properly placed. I had them all placed where I thought they went, and the cat walked across and bumped everything. Tough, very tough. I'm not exactly sure about this one, but I know that one's right. So let's put that one on. This is long and it has to go between the legs. All right, I guess that could work. I want to make sure of the placement of the stripes before gluing them in place. Sticking to my fingers. With this project, I wanted to give you an honest look at it and not try to make it seem much easier than it is, which is why this video is a little longer than I usually like to make it. I wanted you to see the challenges that I faced while trying to put this together. Fitting these stripes is almost like working a puzzle. I have to try to get them in the right place. They don't have to be exact, but they need to look right. They need to be at the right angle, fit the space, so they can't be too short or too long. Oh, that one seems too long. I kept referring to the die to help me understand the pieces. Maybe this goes somewhere else. Could it go here? No, I think it's kind of going the wrong way. Alright, let me find out which ones go there. There's supposed to be at least 3 stripes. 2 big ones and 2 small ones. I think this would be nicer if it was right here. And maybe this could be down a little lower. Oh, I like that there. I think that's upside down, but I can't tell. Alright, I like this one here. It just looks right. like this one right above the knee. It seems like there needs to be one right there. I think I've used up all the big ones. A shorter one could probably go right there. Right, let's glue these on. I got a big glob of glue on this one, a little too much glue. And I've run out of golds. So what's the biggest one? Too skinny. Alright, the shorter ones need to go here. I'm running them across the glue stick. I got one stuck on here. We could put this on the knee because it's fatter. It's probably not right. I just felt like it needed a third stripe there. That's probably not right. No, the angle of that's all wrong. That can't go there. Cannot. It's got to go over here. I don't really like that one. I don't think it's right. Alright, what if I try putting a little bit of glue, the pin, and I can stick the piece on it. See if that works. We need one more stripe. This is upside down. Okay, we're kind of getting it. It's very hard. Very hard. Oh no, it just doesn't seem right. I'm gonna change the shape of this. I'm just not totally happy with it. I think if it had... It's really hard to match up the stripes. After I started doing this in process of elimination, I found that I had missed this little piece right here. I didn't even realize. And that there were actually little toe things. And so those I've added on since doing this. So, and then with the little one, I discovered this little shape right here goes on that bottom. So, yeah, I've made a few mistakes in doing it because it is hard. I got two yellow things stuck up under my nail. Okay, I think I need to take a break and wash my hands because everything's sticking to me right now. Alright, these pieces don't fit. And I can't find any that fit good, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue them on anyways. And then I'll just trim them off. So I think I'll just put a little dab of glue on the top of his head there. And then I'm just going to put these pieces on. If they'll cooperate. Where'd it go? It went flying. Actually, that one doesn't look too bad there. Actually, that looks alright. Now I started with the teeth. I put the two biggest teeth. Now I gotta find the teeny tiny little teeth. They are so small. Ugh. And I can't do this with a cat in my way. Now I'm going to attempt to do the teeth. This is the teeth. Look how tiny they are. And that one might be too big. But these, I believe, are teeth. And I've got to somehow glue them on. It's not easy. I think what I'll do is with the pin head get a little dab of glue. And place it where the teeth will go. And see if I can't pick up the teeth and put them in place. We shall see how this works. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. See if we can't capture this. Let's pick up a tooth and try to place it. Hopefully it sticks. Some of these are turned upside down. When I flip it, it tends to fly all over the place. Right, let me grab another dab of glue. Sorry, I gotta rotate this so I can get it. I think I'm doing it. Make sure it's on the red, so it looks like it's coming out of the blue. Oops. Come on, get in there. Right, we need to add a few more teeth back there on that side. I think that's enough teeth. Now our dinosaur has teeth. Wow, it took me way too long to do. Oh, he doesn't have claws. All we need to do is claws. Alright, that would be easy to glue because then I could just put some glue on the tips of his toes, and then we add his claws. So one too small. We got two more. Where's his claws? Oops. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's on the needle. Okay. My goodness. The tiniest little pieces of paper. Okay. One dinosaur down, another to go. So I've looked through my pile and I pulled out all of the blue pieces that could potentially be stripes for this dinosaur, and I have no idea if I have them all. I sort of feel like I'm missing some, but we'll get started trying to place them. Alright, this long one has to go somewhere about there. This straight one has to go somewhere about here. Wait, is it? Yeah, flip it over, it's upside down. Let's see, I think this little one here. I'm not going to show you the entire process of the second dinosaur, but I did run into some new challenges, so I will show you clips of how I handled those. I have a hard time determining which is the top and which is the back because my eyesight's not so good. It matches the impression that's on the paper, although I think it should be lower. I do feel like I am missing stripes. It could work. Yeah, there should be another stripe here and a few more here. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to cut some more. Maybe I am missing some. This kind of shows you where the shape of the stripes, except everything is in reverse. These are most of the stripes right here, this little section. And I don't really think they have the stripes cut out for the little guy. I just drew them on. I just used a marker and drew them on for the little guy because it's too hard to deal with those tiny little pieces. But these are the stripes. These are the main body parts, like the underside. This is the eye, the white of the eye, the black of the eye. These are the teeth for the big dinosaur. And these are claws for the little dinosaur. And these are the eyes, the white and the black for the little dinosaur. These are the parts for the little dinosaur. These are the claws, all the claws, the back claws and the front claws of this dinosaur. I kept this all together because I didn't want to separate them because they're such tiny little pieces that I was afraid they would get lost. So I've decided to keep it together because I can use little scraps. Like if I need to cut, claws, I could just use a small scrap to do that, or to cut teeth or whatever, because I have lots of little scraps. But it looks like I need more blue stripes. So I'm going to have to cut this section out again, which means I'm going to have duplicate pieces. Here's a tip for all you people with cats. I have to step away from this for a minute, and these are just laying here, they're not glued. So I'm going to set this here, and then I'm going to set my jar of scraps on top as a weight, so that when I go to cut more pieces, I don't have to worry about the cat coming and swishing her tail and losing all these little pieces. What you have to do when you have cats. I didn't need all of the stripes, I just put this little portion on there, and I'll work with whatever stripes I have. I know some of them are not completely whole, but I don't need all the stripes, so hopefully I can work with that. And this way I'm using up my scraps. Alright, let's see which ones of these will work. Is that too small? Is that too long? Oh, I remember this curvy one. Oops, where'd it go? It went flying and it disappeared. Where did that curvy piece go? Oh, here. This is actually supposed to go up on the nose. I remembered. And then we just need a little one, right? Oh, that's not the right one. It seems like it should go back here somewhere. Maybe here, because it's longer. Alright, how about we put these closer together? And then we need a shorter one. You know what, this looks like it's not even all there, but I could use this back here and I'd just cut it off. Just cut off the part I don't like. Maybe I could do the same thing with this. Wait, I need a bigger one here. Oh, come on, don't Don't leave me. You belong right there. Maybe I could make this one work if I just cut off the part I don't like about it. We'll make it work, even if it's not right. Alright. Oh, here's one. What's this doing over here? What are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. Flip over. Oh, no, no, don't fly away. You might fit right here. Yeah, you actually look good right there. Alright, right here. There needs to be one more. But I don't like any of these. Yeah, if I cut that off right there, I think I like it. Let me see. Let's see if this will work. Ugh. Ugh. Come on, stop jumping around. You make a mess. Yeah, I think I like it right there. Alright, I think we got it. And now the task of, wait, what's this doing over here? How'd you get there? You know what? Gotta make sure I've got it. If they stick out a little bit, like right there, there, and there, I'll just take the scissors after I have them glued on and trim them up so that they fit right. Because I'm going to make it work. They don't have to be exactly perfect. It feels like there should be one more right here. Yeah, we could do that. Just get off my fingernail. And I'll just cut off the extra. Yeah. Okay, that will work with the pieces that I have. One last thing I like to do, just to enhance the dinosaurs a little bit, is to add a little bit of a shadow under the underside of the different parts. Let me use this side, and we need to have some division lines of his underbelly. I think it's okay if I use purple. The size of these dinosaurs are perfect for cards, and although they are adorable, I am not likely to make many of them, since they are so difficult to make. Now, the baby dinosaurs, they are really too tiny to put stripes on, so we just do those manually. I'm going to just draw in some stripes. I guess a baby dinosaur doesn't have any teeth. Okay, we have our baby dinosaurs. I had thought about maybe putting orange, but I changed my mind. So that was challenging and tough, but they look so cool. They look so cool. I hope watching me do this helped you out a little bit, but it's tough. It's tough. And I don't want to separate these because they're so small. I'd wind up losing them. And anyways, the way it's on here, it's organized. Like this goes with that. These big stripes go with him. These big parts go with him. And these go with him. This goes with him. This goes with that. I mean, they're close to everything. At first, I didn't know what this was, but it goes here. And I still don't know what that piece is right there. But I'm keeping it together like this. I can work with it. It just somehow it better organize it for me because it's challenging. Now I'm just going to make a card. To make a card backdrop for my dinosaur, I'm using watercolor paper and watercolor paints. I first wet parts of the sky with a little bit of water, leaving an area of white to form some clouds. I loosely add the blue into the wet areas. Then I darken some of the blues just a tiny bit. I'm letting the colors flow freely in the wet sky. Where it begins to puddle, I absorb a bit of the color with an almost dry brush. A thirsty brush will soak up colors. A wet brush lays down colors. Next, I lay down a light value of green up to the sky, but not touch the wet blue, or the colors will mix. It's okay to leave a small white space between the sky and the ground, because colors tend to fade away in the distance. The wetness is causing my paper to buckle up a bit, so I press it down in the dry area of the sky. I then lay down some vertical strokes to indicate landscape, to suggest possibly rows of grasses. Because I am impatient, I decided to blow dry it so it's nice and dry. This is watercolor paper. And I'm going to switch brushes, and now I want to add a little bit of detail to the painting. Alright, I want a darker green. Okay, I almost can kind of see little rows of grasses here, so I just want to enhance that a little bit. Thin that down just a little bit more. That might be too dark. Okay, that's better. I think I would like to have like a row of trees or something. Sort of indicate some kind of trees, but I don't want it to be too dark because it's in the distance, so I'll just absorb some of that. I want to warm up that green, adding a little bit of a lighter green so it's got a little bit more yellow, so I could have some taller grasses up front. Let me go back in with my soft Kolinsky brush. Very soft hairs. Just a little bit of water, and I just want to soften these edges here. I don't want any hard lines in the sky. Just painting a backdrop, a simple watercolor backdrop, because I want the dinosaur to live here. Just one more touch. My dinosaur is going to be standing right here, so I want to have a little shadow right there, and I think the baby will be standing about here, so just a little shadow. I've chosen a very dark, sort of a forest green. I don't know what the name of the color is, the dark green, and that will help to frame my lovely simple artwork. Doing a simple background because this was hard. So we're contrasting difficult, time-consuming, quick and easy, simple. Alright, I need to glue this on. I need a gluing pad so I don't get glue all over the place. My grandsons, at least two of them, are very much into dinosaurs. So one of them has a birthday coming up. So I gotta come up with a gift, and I thought his birthday card needs to have a dinosaur on it. I want to put a bird in the sky. I want to make sure I know where he is, and I want him to be there. So I want a bird. I think I'll choose that bird. Alright. But since I only want one bird, I'm just going to color it with my marker to get that one bird. Let's see. I think we'll put him right there. Okay. I'm going to enhance it just a little bit more. Now we can glue on our dinosaurs. There. Isn't that simple? Except for the dinosaurs. Yeah, that worked out good. I like how the light is around his head. Now, do I put a sentiment on here? I could put a sentiment right there. Or I could just leave it like that and just put the message inside. I couldn't just do the dinosaur without showing you the finished product. So there it is. A birthday card for a boy who likes dinosaurs. Perfect. I think my grandson will be tickled with this card. Here we go. A birthday card for a boy. I hope this video was of some help for you. Thanks for watching.